Hello, my friends, and welcome back to another episode in this Let's Play series of Cloudpunk. In the last episode, we visited the spire. We just came down from the spire, and up there, we saw the falcon. And we should probably go back and tell the falconer that his falcon is up there. Other than that, we still unfortunately need to find more punch cards for Evelyn so that she can get her memories back. And oh yeah, we got a sweet new ride. That was cool. My controller has a mind of its own sometimes. I don't know, I'm using one of those old Xbox controllers. I really like the feel of the Xbox controller, even though I grew up mostly playing on PlayStation controllers. But even with this controller wired to my PC, from time to time, it's going haywire, it's losing the connection, and I have to press the big X button to get it to resynchronize.
Hey kid, the weirdest job came up. Well, there's not much pay in it though.
I could do weird, as long as it's not some other rich asshole.
Definitely not. The moisture farmers in the vents are starving. They need emergency rations. This job takes you pretty far, all the way out of Nivalis.
Ooh,
What, really?
I don't remember this.
In a technical sense, at least. The vents are outside CorpSec jurisdiction and just outside the Nivalis city limits. They're below the city, actually, in the maintenance frame that supports the infrastructure.
And people live there?
If you call it a living. They eat mold and algae that grows on the steam vents.
But they're free.
It's a high price to pay for freedom, kid.
I'll do it.
Pick up the packages from Cloudpunk HQ, and I'll send you a nav point down into the vents.
I knew Rania would do it. She is good and kind-hearted. Alright, so let's stop off at the Falconer first. Progress his quest line in Ochuba, or it might actually be somewhere else. Let's see. So yesterday I spent most of the day working on a brand new GZ website, lgug2z.com, and it looks pretty good now. I was writing on Substack for a while, and Substack is just not the one. And I saw this guy on Mastodon, Nathan Wentworth. He had such a good website. It was such an absolute GeoCities 1990s vibe, but updated to look, I don't know, just look good and responsive and slick. And the guy's pulling in all of this data from like his pinboard account, from Last.fm. Does anybody else remember Last.fm? Man, I love Last.fm. I discovered so much music on there. Anyway, yeah, I saw that website and I was like, I want to go and make a website just like this one. And then I went on GitHub to look at the source code, and it was a Jekyll website. And if you know anything about me and the Ruby ecosystem, we do not gel at all. Oh my god, so much traffic. So I started looking for a Hugo template that was as close as possible to that theme. I think his website was using a custom bespoke theme, but I found something that I thought looked similar, and then I spent the better part of the day hacking columns into this like markdown defined Hugo template. It looks really good now, if you guys want to go and check it out. Where can I park? There we go. Yeah. And so yeah, I went about creating this new website yesterday. I managed to pull in my posts from Mastodon, my videos from YouTube, and my feeds from Notaro. And yeah, it looks awesome. I'm very, very happy with it. Mr. Falconer, where are you? Is there an... I'm at the top. Are you down there? Oh, you might be down there. Ah, get out of my way. Let's take the elevator down. I was thinking that I should have made a video of hacking that template and getting it all together. It would have made for a good video, because I had no idea what I was doing. Okay, I think I have electronics. Come on, man, I want to go down, not up. Actually, maybe I did want to go up. Oh yeah, I think I did want to go up. Yeah, anyhow, I think... What? Do not grief me, Cloudpunk. Maybe I rocked up to the wrong parking bay. You know? That happens. Alright, let's see. Once we get down. Oh, there's one where we came from. I don't know how I missed that. Shashi.
Celebrity automated personality forms for sale at Gary's Automated Room.
Wait, is... Oh, it's there! Right, okay. That was not very obvious to me. Oh wow, I already thought this was pretty high up. I love the verticality in this game. Oh, and the bottom is water. I never clocked that before.
Hey, I saw your bird. I mean your falcon, Norman. What happened?
We had a disagreement.
So you let him go?
Let is not the word I would use.
So Norman escaped?
He clawed my eye. If I catch him, I will skin him.
You have to be careful with wild animals.
I told you, he is not a wild animal. Where did you see him?
The slums. Deep in the slums. You know the part that smells like sulfur in the low levels?
Yes.
Well, lower than that.
Right. Time to teach that bird a lesson.
Please do not be mean to the birdo. Birdo is cool. You are not cool, Mr. Falconer. Anyway, I'm glad she told him the wrong thing. Alright, now let's go to HQ and pick up the emergency rations. Go. Also, yesterday, I finally released the new version of Komorebi. I don't think it broke anybody's configuration. I haven't heard any complaints yet, which is, you know, no news is good news kind of situation. But I had put up a post on YouTube asking if people would like a video that goes through all of the features, new features, and fixes in the latest version of Komorebi, and quite a few people said yes. So I will probably make that video a little bit later today, where we step through each of the major commits in the changelog, and yeah, see how they look live in action, I guess. Maybe do it before and after. I haven't quite thought about how I'm going to do that with two different versions of the software, but I'll figure something out. Actually, that has me thinking it's probably worth doing a feature overview video. Like right now I'm doing tutorial deep dives, or like mini deep dives into individual features. But yeah, perhaps it could be a good idea just to do a high-level feature overview. Midtown, I think that, oh, no. I think that's where the office is. I guess that is my cue to repair the hover and to also refuel. I just saw that we're getting a little bit low on fuel. Swing by there. Or is that a gas station? No, it's a garage. You know what? Let's get the retro antenna. I've been checking it out for a while. Hey, that's nice. Okay, gotta remember to get gas. You know what? Let's go and pick up those punch cards first. Because I realize I've not actually walked around here very much. I missed the elevator, but... Alright, let's go all the way down and through this portal. Julia Navago? I remember that name.
Your face looks familiar. Do you...
Oh, she was the one that sold me the coolant when I needed it earlier.
See you again.
But I do not touch the stems. We do not touch the stems. Is that not right, Rania? We do not touch the stems. Okay. That's another punch card. And there's an elevator somewhere here. Actually, why don't I just get in the car and go to Upper Midtown? That'll be easier. This is such a well-designed city. Like, it's just alive, you know? I mean, let's look at this map. The map is huge, and already in my head, like, I have an idea of where everything is, and everything has its own, its own vibe, and I can tell when I'm in each area. So much love for this game. So much love for this game. I'm gonna be very sad when this is over again. I remember I was super sad when this game, when I finished this game. I get that a lot with fiction.
We are going away from the city? We don't like the city.
Not really, Camus. We're just going through to the vents below.
It won't be like home?
I don't think so.
Is it dangerous?
We're trying to save these people from starving, Camus. I think they'll be glad to see us. It's worth the risk.
Do you think this is nice food for the people?
I think it's all they're getting, and I'm surprised they're getting it.
I hope they like it.
Me too, Camus.
Yeah, me too. What was I saying? That, yeah, with fiction, whenever fiction that has stayed with me for a really long time is finally over, like multi-novel books, that sort of stuff, I get this overwhelming wave of sadness. I get so depressed. I feel like I've lost. I just feel a huge sense of loss. I definitely had that when I finished this game the first time. Like, I felt this overwhelming, overbearing emptiness. Most recently, I felt that with the Terra Ignota novels by Ada Palmer. Starts with "To Like the Lightning," if you want to check that out. An excellent, excellent series. And I've actually shared my highlights of that book series on Notado that you can just look at, or you can pull in through an RSS feed. That was such a phenomenal book series. And you know, I almost didn't read it because I was listening to the first book, To Like the Lightning, as an audiobook on Audible, and I was listening to it when I was in the gym, when I was walking around, and it's just so richly detailed, and it requires so much attention that I just kept getting lost. But I knew deep in my gut that from what I was getting, just half listening to it, that it was like the setup, the world was phenomenal. And so after a couple of months, I went back to it, but this time I was reading the paperback, and it was every bit worth it. I don't want to say anything about it, because I just really wish everybody could experience it for the first time. And the thing that made me miss that even more is that I think she absolutely nailed the ending. The last big novel series that I finished reading was The Expanse. I think it's like 8 or 9 books long, And like I loved the whole journey, but the last book, was it Leviathan Falls? I did not like the ending, basically. I feel like there was so much was built up, but there was not enough payoff, you know? I don't know, I know it's really hard to end such an amazing series that has introduced so many things in a way that is going to satisfy everybody. Like, I get that. But even so, you know, like, I would still say to anybody, go and read The Expanse. It's such a great series. Maybe don't watch the TV show. I was not a huge fan of the TV show. The casting was too different from the characters as they existed in my mind from reading all of the books. I think it was maybe into book 4, book 5 by the time the TV series went into production and started airing, and so I had just lived with these characters for so long in my head that the casting was never going to work for me. But anyway, the book series is great, but if you... I don't know, like maybe some other people love the ending, but if you're tough to satisfy with endings to long series, just be warned that you may not be satisfied with it. But the journey, the characters, the stories are every bit worth reading the whole series for. I'm actually reading my first book by Jeff Vandermeer at the moment, a book called Born. My wife, last Christmas, she got me an advent calendar books. It's like every day I got a new book, and I'm still chewing through all of those books. That's a really great Christmas idea, by the way, if you have a husband or a wife or someone who loves books. So yeah, I'm reading Born by Jeff Vandermeer right now, and I'm really enjoying that. I saw that there is a second book in that series out right now called Dead Astronauts, which is a reference to something in the first book. I'm not quite sure how this series is going to work, because it seems like, and I haven't finished Born yet, it seems like these characters, their story will end with this book. So, yeah, I don't know. Did I just go through the wrong ascender? No, I didn't. I'm still good. Oh my god. I would never be able to drive in Nivalis. The traffic is just insane. Oh, we need gas. Oh, this is the mechanic. No, I want gas. Which one of these is gas? Repair station, gas station. So we're going to the vents. Let's just head up all the way to the top of this area. I actually have no idea what happens in this game when you run out of gas. Okay, and that goes all my money, all my limbs. That's better. So we're going up into the vents, which is like here. Oh, okay, let's go. This is kind of like down in the city where we met Cora. Spooky vibes. I remember getting lost in here actually when I played this. There was like a good 30 minutes where I couldn't get out. I was like, how do I get out of here? But now I know it's just straight. Okay. I'll talk to Retsu in a second.
You the delivery stooge?
I'm from Cloudpunk. I have your packages.
Those are no use to me. I can't deliver to the outpost anymore. None of our vehicles work. The fuel lines froze. You should keep your engine running.
Did you get that, Camus?
Yes. I will keep a couple clock cycles free and monitor the temperatures.
How do you live here? It's so cold.
What do you care?
I asked, didn't I?
Whatever. Just leave the packages here. Go back to your city.
It's not my city.
Sure it is. You took this job because you were curious, right? Welcome to your poverty safari. This is our life.
I'm not even from the city.
The Eastern Peninsula?
Up until last week.
I see. Sorry. I thought you were just another Nivali. My name's Retsu.
Rania.
Cora knows what you must think of the Big Stack. That's what we call the city down here. It's the worst place on the planet. And we cling to the bottom like barnacles. And you know what? It's a hell of a lot better down here. We made this place a kind of home.
You've been here a while?
Yeah, I wasn't the first, though. Old Zeke traveled out here over 100 years ago. He set up the first moisture farm, collecting heat for his home from the vents. Folk had tried to live here before him, but he was the first to realize you couldn't live on rations alone. And you had to be ready for the chills.
So what was old Zeke's secret?
Zeke realized you could cultivate the algae pits for warmth when the vents cycled cool. He realized you could mill the mold dust into flour. He figured out how to cross the steam planes with a suit made from old abandoned Hover's insulation layers. I swear, they say no one alive can survive the wastelands between the cities. But if anyone could, it was Zeke.
And you took his place as the boss?
I'm the community leader, sure. But I'm not the longest surviving settler, not by a long shot. The elders living beyond the far rim say they knew Zeke's grandkids. Tales of Zeke surviving, thriving even out here in the vents, attracted a lot of folk that wanted to live off the grid. Away from corp security and the lights and the headaches. Everyone has headaches in the Big Stack, you know.
I don't.
You will. Everyone gets them eventually. Doesn't the air smell cleaner down here?
Every time I breathe in, it feels like my lungs are going to freeze and shatter.
Well, that is the problem right now. This is supposed to be summer.
How can it be summer here?
The warm season. The vents cycle between warm and cold over a predictable time period. Or at least they used to. It seems like all the maintenance systems are going mad recently. We have a saying here, Cora provides. Well, right now all Cora is providing is a new ice age.
What do you think Cora is?
Cora is everything, and all of us. Cora is the provider and the caretaker and the disciplinarian. Cora holds at a closed fist, and we must push out our chin. Sometimes the fist holds wood, sometimes the fist strikes us, and yet we must endure.
So Cora is your...
Salvation, and right now, Cora has sent us you.
I'm not really religious like that. I think you have to help yourself. Be independent.
You can't lecture us on independence while you live in Nivalis under the watch of the corpse.
You said you cling like a... what did you call it? A barnacle?
Harsh and fair words, Rania. I know you have seen Cora's light, though. It glows from you. Am I wrong?
Who knows? So, you want me to deliver these parcels?
I would appreciate it. We really are starving. 3 families. I can give the coordinates to your vehicle.
Okay, I'll get going then. I'll see you on the way back.
Cora willing. Be cautious around my brethren, Rania. They live like sculptures of ice, fragile and temporary.
Right now I remember why I got lost, because I was going from house to house and then I couldn't find my way out. Okay, so we got to deliver 3, and we start in the green, I guess. How do I... do you feel lost?
Who are you?
I was sent to deliver supplies.
Sent by who?
Cloudpunk.
I don't know who that is. You from the big stack? Get out of here.
You need this. It's food.
I don't need nothing from you.
Retsu said...
Retsu sent you?
Yes, he said you should take this.
What did you say? Give it here.
They don't trust us very much.
I bet they have their reasons, Camus.
Yep. I bet they do. Wait, was there something I could grab at the end? It's not like I'm gonna come back down here again, so I might as well get all the loot. Broken augments. I wonder whatever happened to that guy that was missing a hand. Oh, who needed a hand transplant. I hope we find him again, because we have like a human hand and augments. I think we could do something for him.
Who sent you?
Retsu.
Well, okay then. I ain't seen no one from the stacks down here in years. Decades even. You know, maybe you can use this. You put it in the wall and it gives you a token. Or something like that.
Thanks. It's just 5 numbers on a bit of paper.
That's right. Thank you kindly for the supplies. Now we even. Well, thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly for the piece of paper. And for the loot. Plasteel. Alright, one more delivery.
I'm here too.
They already called me on the old CB radio and told me you were on your way. You're the talk of the town, lady.
I'm just a delivery driver.
Well, I don't know if anybody has said this to you before, but I'll say it now. Thank you.
Thanks. I mean, you're welcome.
I'd get back to the city as quick as possible, lady. There's a chill coming. I can feel it in my bones. Anyone outside is gonna get sharded. Go, quickly. And don't think twice about coming back here, you hear?
Okay, good luck.
Is shotted freezing to death? Let's see. Alright. Damn, Retsu, I hope you're not still outside. Otherwise... Oh, parking sense is dysfunctional. What happened to my Hova? Anyway, Retsu, I hope you're not still outside. I don't want you to get shotted.
I can see Retsu. Why is he not moving?
Oh no. Camus, find us somewhere to park.
The security overrides won't let me.
No.
The temperature is too low. It is not safe to land now. If you got out of the Hova, you would feel very cold. Then you'd be stuck, like the man.
He's not stuck, Camus. He's gone.
He can't be gone. He can't move.
Dead, Camus. He's dead.
Aw.
Sorry, Retsu.
Fragile and temporary. Let's go. There's nothing else we can do.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Retsu. How do we get out?
I am getting a message request.
Why are you getting a message request? If there's a message request, it should come to my comm.
The message is addressed to the Hova.
So it's someone I don't know. Patch it through, I guess.
My
Yes.
ship is finally coming.
Oh, Huxley, who are you?
But in this case, the ship was a battered Hova. Redemption comes in all shapes and sizes, sometimes with bumps, dents, and a dime store paint job.
What? Who is this?
The dame wanted a name. What did I have left to lose? And nothing but my hat. I let her know that I was Huxley, but I left off the private investigator. She'd know the deal soon enough.
So you're a private investigator and your name is Huxley.
The dame was as sharp as my ex-wife's parting words before she left me and moved back in with her mother. She'd pegged me as a PI, but I still needed her help. Maybe I could drop some bills in her pocket if she could get me back to the big stack.
I think Huxley is malfunctioning.
I'm closing this channel now. Please stop calling me.
The dame was giving me a shoulder so cold, I was getting frostbite. I had to sweeten the deal. I'd already mentioned the cash, but no dice. Maybe I'd put it all on red and tell her about the girl I was trying to save. The dame sounded hard as ice, but Pasta's story was so sad, it would melt a diamond.
Why does he talk like that?
I might actually help him if he wasn't so annoying. I've never heard so many mixed metaphors in all my...
I dangled the bait in the water, but the dame wasn't buying. Without my help, Pasta was done for. When the dead corpse finished with her, God knows what would be left.
Dead corpse? Is he trying to save some girl from them?
I have located his signal. I have a nav point. We could pick him up. Should I display the nav point?
Hey Huxley, if you can answer a simple question, I'll take you back up the city. Are you really a PI trying to save a girl from a dead corp?
Yes, is what I wanted to say. But the dame was suspicious, and who could blame her? Here I was, some abandoned PI android stuck in the hollows with a two-bit story about trying to save some girl. In her position, I would have hit the dirt in a heartbeat. But here's the kicker, the story was true.
Fine. Camus, give me a nav point. We'll take him with us and drop him off on the way.
Oh, we were already close. Where is the nearest parking? All the way back there? Oh, it's a lot like parking in a city. I guess this is the story in the game where we learn a bit more about Rania's past with the dead corpse over in the Eastern Peninsula. I think not directly. You learn about it via her reactions to what's going on with Pashto. It's a nice name, Pashto. Sounds a very Afghan name. I think that's why I like it. The importance of a name. Yeah, it's so sad for me. It's so sad when I see brown kids born in the US with the whitest names. Like, it's not always easy to grow up with a different sounding name, but I don't know, would not trade it. This is an elevator. I guess we need to go up top. Ooh, who is Patchwork?
Hey, please stop. I need your help.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Just one moment. I know I look monstrous.
No, you don't. I'm just really busy.
Making deliveries. I know. That's why I need your help. They call me Patchwork.
You need to call my company if you want a delivery. I can't take on jobs from people on the street.
I can pay you. No one else will help me. People scream.
They scream?
The children are frightened. They tell stories about me. About the freak.
Really? There are plenty of androids back in the Eastern Peninsula that want to wear dermis but can't keep it in good repair.
In Nivalis, such a thing is seen as an abomination. Unclean.
Dermis is expensive. Do you ever consider just living as an android?
Never. I don't feel like an android. My body feels wrong. I want to have skin, to breathe, to feel, to sweat, to touch people without them recoiling.
I understand. What do you want from me?
I can't leave this alleyway. They run from me. CorpSec would fine me for causing a scene. I need dermis. I can only buy from less reputable sources.
You want me to buy you black market skin cells? No way.
I can pay you well. As a human, it is not even illegal for you. Only androids are forbidden from buying from unofficial vendors.
I'm sorry, you need to find someone else.
There is no one else. I have been like this for a week. I will not live like this. I cannot.
How far do I need to go?
Just 2 blocks over. Here is the money. You can keep half.
Fine. What is his name?
Greppo. He stands on the corner. A thin mustache. He is hard to miss.
And what is your name?
I told you. They call me Patchwork.
What is your name?
Pete. I would like to be called Pete.
I'll do what I can, Pete.
There you have it, the importance of a name. Rania gets it. Rania gets it.
Greppo?
That's me. Keep moving, Sec.
What? I'm not CorpSec.
Sure you ain't. I don't have anything for you.
Dermis. I need it. For a friend.
Oh. The skin job found someone to come out and play? How is Patchwork Man?
His name is Pete.
Pete? Who's he fooling? He's the patchwork man. With the wobbly jelly eyes and the flesh hanging off him like he's skin meat.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You know what they say about him? The patchwork man loves to see the smiles on kids' faces. That's why he wears them over his own.
Just give me the dermis.
Sure. Tell Patchwork I said hi. That freak.
Asshole.
He is an asshole. I do not like you, Grappo. And I want to throw you over the edge into the water. The one time I wish I had violence in this game.
I can't believe you have to deal with that Greppo guy.
Did you get the dermis?
Yeah, it's just a vial with some liquid.
That's right. The cells are microscopic, but they grow and renew. I'll have full human skin for a few months, at least.
No.
Then it breaks down.
Can you get something more permanent?
Not unless a million limbs suddenly appear in my bank account.
Would you ever live as an android?
Would you?
I guess not.
Thank you for your help.
See you around, Pete.
I'm sorry, Pete. I wish we could get you the surgery. I hope we meet him again. I would like to get him the surgery. I'm not sure I'll have a million limbs, but do my best. Oh, that's Huxley. Let's see if this is a punch card. Yes, it is. Alright, we need another 9 punch cards.
Please remember that unlicensed jazz in Nivalis is punishable by death. Those who wish to experience or perform jazz must apply for a yearly permit.
I guess it's on the lower floor. Or maybe an upper floor. No, lower floor. Alright, Huxley.
Are you Huxley?
The dame really came through.
Alright, Huxley, where are we
Why
going?
do you talk like that?
Who was this bum that was questioning me? Another tin can with an attitude and too many questions. I gave him the brush off.
Hey, don't talk to him like that or I'll drop you in the hollows.
The dame had a point. I'd better play nice for now. I'd slip her some bills when she took me to the holocaust machine. A handful of limbs should help dip this sour lemon in a little sugar.
Do you
Excuse me?
understand what he is saying?
About 40%
Your mom's
of it.
a sour lemon.
The dame and the car were close. Any fool could see that. But I looked beyond the surface. She was a girl from out of town. Still as green as the water supplies down in the vents.
You said you're a private investigator. Do you really think that's how they talk?
She had an attitude, but I liked her. And her dog, too.
How did he know I was, your dog?
I guess that's what investigators do, right?
There was a holocaust machine up ahead, but I had to keep a real low profile. I'd give the dame my number and let her grab the cash for me.
And that number would be?
I gave her the digits. 54244. She was a smart cookie. She'd remember them.
54244. Where is the nearest terminal? Okay. Oh man, it's right where we were. Alright, let's go back. Huxley, you could have told me at the beginning that we needed to go to a hollow cash machine. I think it's on the upper floor. Yep. How do I... Oh. Right. 5, 4, 2, 4, 4.
Gamble responsibly with Oliara Casino.
Do I want all of the lamps?
Android RPG.
One.
Oliara has it all.
Yeah. Okay, I got all the lamps.
I settled the bill. Surely the dame would drop me like a bad penny now.
This is a lot of money. I can drop you somewhere else if you like.
Why are we helping him more?
He's kind of growing on me.
The dame had a heart of gold. I asked her to drop me at my office. On the way, I'd tell her about Pashta. Maybe she'd fall for me like I'd fallen for her.
I do not like this.
Where's this office of yours, Huxley?
We were headed towards my office in Old Town. I gave the dame a nav point to help her out. Hold on, Pashta. It won't be long now, kid.
Thanks. Who is this Pashta anyway? What happened to her?
It was a story so sad it could make a bronze statue of a lawyer cry. It all started with a call from a small-time hustler called Peter Unthrink. He tended a bar downtown, but he had some bad debt. The debt corp took his cash, but when that wasn't enough, they took his daughter too. He had a record, so CorpSec wasn't gonna help him. With nowhere left to turn, he sought the help of Midtown's best, cheapest PI.
So the debt corpse can abduct children now?
The dame didn't realize who she was dealing with. The debt corpse had hearts blacker than my morning cup of joe.
Huxley, were you always like this? Did something happen to you?
The dame thought I had a screw loose. I guess her instincts were good. Truth was, there was a time when I sounded just like every other humdrum android out there. Now, I'd played a role so well, I was stuck in it. My programming was messier than my accounting. Here's the kicker. I was a better investigator now than I'd ever been.
This office should be around here.
Your office is all boarded up. Did you get fired?
The dog was half right. I was fired, but that place was where I slept. So I guess I was homeless too. Eviction was the illness. But what was the cause?
Probably not paying your rent.
There's a note on your door. Shouldn't you read it?
Who knew how hot this place was? I was sure I'd been tailed. If I stepped up to that doorway, I might get a knife in the back or a bullet in the head.
I think you're being overdramatic. I'll check out the note.
What if it is not safe?
I'll take my chances. I want to see what this note says.
Wait, how do I... That's not right. Maybe we have to hover out front. Oh no, I think it's on this level. It's all the way at the end. So there is another elevator. It might be that one. Is this the one that we just repaired? I think it might be.
Okay, I can see the note. It says, go to the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar and ask for the smoking man.
We're not taking him there too, are we?
I couldn't ask the dame for much more. She'd already stuck her neck out for me.
We can drop him off at the bar. It's close by.
Let's drop him off at the bar. And then we can start wrapping up this episode. This is actually a much longer game than I remember it being. I thought it'd be done in like 3 or 4 episodes, but I don't know, maybe because like when I was playing it, I would read the dialogue and then skip the voice acting quite often. So maybe that made my experience of the game shorter.
Soon we'd be at the Blue Chewy Jazz Bar. It was a dive, but it was the kind of place you'd go for answers. Who had left me that note? Who was the smoking man? And where would I...
We have an incoming call.
Control?
No. It is for Huxley.
I knew who was calling. This would be bad.
Put it through, I guess.
What in Cora's name you think you're doing, you pile of junk? Where have you been?
The client was mad, and with good reason. He'd paid good money, but I'd been stuck down in the hollows following a lead. The lead went cold, and I was trapped down there with no comm signal and no cash.
You wasted my money and my time. If you don't find my daughter, I'm infecting you with a logic virus. I have hacker friends.
Hey, what the hell?
I don't know who you are, but you better leave this idiot to do his job.
I was gonna save that girl, but not because of the threats. Truth was, I was the only one searching for her.
24 hours, then your time's up. I want my daughter back, but if she's gone, she's gone. I'll live with that. But what I won't stand for is some android stealing my money. Get to work.
He hung up.
We're close to the bar.
I hope the dame would come with me. Was that too much to ask?
Yes.
I'll come to the entrance, but after that, we need to get back to work. And if Control calls with another job at any point, you're on your own, Huxley.
The offer was as fair as the spin of a roulette wheel. I rolled the dice and took a gamble.
You don't use dice in roulette.
I know, Camus. Just let it go.
Oh, Huxley's with us. Hey, man. Alright, Blue Chewy. Here we go. Alright. Before we do that, we gotta... We gotta get that punch card. Smokin' Jojo.
Took you long enough.
Are you the one that left the note?
Who are you?
The chump had an attitude and a smell to match. They didn't call him Smokin' Jojo because he was cute. His circuit boards were on the fry, literally. He was half burnt out, overheating and underperforming. He didn't like the dame, but he knew me. We went way back, but Jojo's lips were normally sealed tighter than...
My name is Rania. I picked him up in the hollows, and he says he's looking for a girl called Pashta. Why did you leave the note?
As Huxley knows, I normally don't say nothing to nobody. But as you can see, I ain't got long left. You can fry an egg on my processor.
Can't you get help? Repairs?
Nah, they don't make the parts for an old model like me no more. And I ain't got no limbs anyway. Point is, if I want to do some good, I better do it now while I can. Huxley, I know something about this girl you're looking for.
I wanted to hear what the old bucket had to say, but how did he know I was looking for Pashta?
You've been asking around town. Word gets out. I was playing a private gig a few months back. The pay was real good, and I'm still the best horn player in town. Even if I don't look too good these days. What with all the rust and all. While I was there, I overheard some things. This ex-corp goon called Raguan was there, talking about how he got screwed over.
And?
Look, I don't like squilling like this. Give me a minute.
Jojo was singing like a songbird, but would we dance to his beat?
Huxley, please be quiet for a minute, okay? I can't believe I'm getting sucked into this. So what does this Raguan guy have to do with Pashta?
Well, this Raguan guy's drunk, and he's throwing his weight around. Near enough getting into a fight with some waiter who's just trying to serve the champagne. In the middle of mouthing off, Raguan says he's dangerous, and he can make people disappear. He says he's not to be messed with, cause the last guy that messed with him lost his kids. Then he starts crying.
That's strange, but it doesn't link him to Pashta in any way.
But he says the name. I was the only one that heard him. But he takes a drink, and through his tears he keeps saying, "Sorry, Pasta, sorry." Now, ain't that a thing?
That's a lead, at least.
The trail had gone cold for a while, but with Jojo's help, we'd picked it up again.
Come on, I can try to find where this Raguan lives. I'll ask Camus back in the Hava. After that, though, you're on your own, Huxley.
Alright, I think this is a pretty good place to wrap up this episode. When we come back, we will go and try and find Raguan and figure out where Pashta is being held. If you are enjoying this Let's Play as much as I am enjoying playing this game, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, let me know that you're enjoying it, and also leave a comment if you have seen anything that I've missed so that I can go back and get it in a future episode. Yeah, that is it for this episode. This is the end of the video, and I hope that whatever you do today, you have a very, very nice day. Goodbye.